Hello everybody, happy Friday. Hope you're doing very well. And today, as I teased in the last video, I have what I would describe as a collector's shirt. Now hopefully in a minute when I show you what I've got, that will make a little bit more sense. This is a cool shirt because as soon as I saw it appear for sale, I knew that I had to grab it, partly because there was only ever going to be one of these on classic football shirts. So it was one of those ones where I could wait, but there's always going to be the chance that someone will take it from me and I'm never going to get the chance ever again. So I quickly added it to the cart, bought it, and here it is. It ticks many boxes that I'm looking for when it comes to a football shirt, and I'm sure they'll be plainly to see once you see the shirt itself. So let's see what we've got in here. Very good. We have the returns thing. We have a trading card. It is... Ooh, that's a classic one, isn't it? Batistuta Batigol. Very good with that Nintendo Fila shirt. But the main thing that we're interested in is in here. So we can discard that. Now then, how about that? Ooh, what's going on here? Can you pick up the colour? It's pink. Well, that's certainly going to be a bonus in my eyes. And then we bring around the front. There we go. So it's got, I think, classic football shirts branded bag. So I can only imagine that this would have been a shirt that they would have picked up as a loose item, because there's no chance of this being dead stock, shall we say. Let's see what it's like in person. Very exciting. Mini rustling. So we've got some classic football shirts wrapping. Okay then, so let's go to the rear of the shirt. There it is. So it's pink all over. Now the camera makes it look a little bit more sort of vibrant pink. It's a little bit more of a, I don't know, darker pink, I'd say, in person. Maybe if I bring it a little bit further forward, will it make a difference? No, it doesn't seem to make a difference whatsoever. There is absolutely nothing on the back that's anything unique. I do have the tags though, which is great. Does it say anything on there? Just the sizing. Okay, let's bring it round to the front where the party is happening. There it is. So we have all centralized stuff. We have the sponsor, which is, well, to do with the theme of the shirt, really. And then we have the Joma, which is a Joma shirt. It is a medium, but because of it being a little bit older, I feel like this is probably going to be a medium that is more of a large, or at least someone like myself who's a medium tall, not necessarily medium wide. So there it is. That's a pretty cool shirt. And maybe you've been able to pick up what it says Club Rise, but it's maybe in small text. Don't be upset if you don't necessarily know who this one is, because they're quite way down the league system, shall we say. So I'll dress the mannequin and I'll come back to you and explain to you why this shirt personally is really interesting. Okay then, there is the shirt. It's got a little bit of give around the bottom of the shirt there, which is not too unsurprising, considering it, it is a medium for sort of mid 2010s. But who is the club? If you can't quite see it, it does say there it is Rhyl FC, and this is their pink October shirt from 2012-2013, so quite a number of years old now. And I bought some from Classic Football Shirts, as you would have seen, and after discount it was £35.99, which I honestly think that's a good price for what this shirt kind of is. Not many of these floating around, so that's a decent price. I would have paid at least £45 for it, but don't tell them that. So it was, when it comes to the club, they were founded in 1878. What an old, prestigious club that is. And they come from the seaside resort town of Rhyl, which is in northern Wales. Now, for the people who are watching my videos who are not from the UK and not necessarily familiar with that part of the world, Rhyl is like Barbados if it had been attacked by a hurricane. No, I joke, it's not that bad. So somebody who grew up in the north of England and wasn't lucky enough to be holidaying abroad, you have a few options for you. And one of those was North Wales. So there was a haven caravan site in the town next to Rhyl, which is called Prestatyn. And that was, you'd have all the usual amenities on site. But if you wanted to travel, do a little day trip out, you'd go across to the town of Rhyl and you spend the day there. And that was a little bit better catered, should we say, to holidaymakers and tourists. You've got your amusement arcades, the shops, sweets. You have a beach, which of course it would have been raining, so you wouldn't be going anywhere near the water. And you just go there and spend a day, or maybe spend a couple of days there, depending on how long you were away on holiday. And doing that when I was younger, obviously those memories are still there, and it's nice. I've not been there for a very long time, but I'd like to think that I'd know where things were. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, could we walk on the beach from Prestatyn to Rhyl, or is it one of those ones where there's like cliffs in the way? I can't remember that. I would have been quite young then, so I don't necessarily think would have been doing that. So yeah, it's just nice to see that Rhyl have a football team. Well, I say that. Unfortunately, they were dissolved in 2021 with financial struggles following COVID and lockdowns. They're not the only one that's ever gone through that. So this particular version of the club, Rhyl FC, doesn't exist anymore. Luckily though, like with many football clubs around the world, a Phoenix club has sort of appeared and continuing the legacy of Rhyl. Now they currently play in the third tier of Welsh football. Now of course with many leagues around the world, well in Europe certainly just starting, it's the same thing for them, and this started quite well. At the time of recording they were around about third, so who knows, they may have a nice little promotion push up to the second tier. Now when it comes to Welsh football, the Welsh Premier League, founded in around about, early 90s I think it was officially, it's been dominated by one club pretty much, TNS. Pretty much every year they win it. However, Rhyl FC have managed to grab themselves 2 league titles, not even just 1, 2, which just definitely counts for something. So they've clearly got a bit of history, and they've also got, they were founded in 1878, so they've got plenty of history playing in English leagues, Welsh leagues. It was all going back and forth. They played in the FA Cup, I believe. So they've got some sort of standing. And because of those league victories, they've played in the early rounds, and I stress early rounds, of European competition. And if you look at these fixtures, you'll see at one point Partizan Belgrade rocked up in Rhyl. I can just imagine them going, Where are we? What is this? We're in Rhyl. Rhyl, they didn't win that match. Surprise, surprise. But I think that's just amazing. And hopefully, fingers crossed for them, they'll find themselves back in those lofty heights at some point in the future. So, as I mentioned, this is a Joma shirt. They've got a pretty good standing in sort of low league football in sort of the UK. And so it's not unsurprising for them to be that case. It is a pink shirt. It's not like a baby pink, but it goes well with, I don't know if you can see them there, my other pink shirts. I really wanted that to be a really big part of the collection, but over the last few years I've really kind of dropped off on that. However, I do have another shirt up there somewhere that may be pink. Also, it has the sponsor on the front, which I think was different to the typical sponsor. Of course, Pink October is where the world focuses on raising even more awareness for breast cancer research, which is great for me because there's always going to be an influx and availability of new pink shirts going forwards as clubs want to sort of aim their attention on it. Considering it's a block sponsor, it's actually held up quite well considering it's 12 years old. There's a little bit here where it's maybe got a little bit scrunched together. It just means that I'm going to have to hang it up when it comes to storing it. If I put it in one of my little boxes, it's going to crease it and who knows, it'll start cracking. And because there's only one of these, I can't go and readily availably swap it. And it was nice that there's still tags on it. Clearly some people either they were a collector themselves or they just bought one and totally forgot that it existed. This was actually worn in a game as well, which is always nice. It was worn in a Welsh Cup first round against a team called Bederdon FC, who have also had to reform in recent years. So, it's definitely, it's not an unusual thing for clubs to go through. Looking at you, Italy. The match finished 7-0 to Rhyl. 7-0. Nice little victory. And that was in front of 184 spectators. Hopefully I'll get more viewers of this video than that, which is kind of crazy, isn't it? So it shows you what can happen, certainly in the lower tiers of Welsh football. When it comes to the current shirts of the Phoenix Club, they're with Adidas. You can pick up Adidas, their shirts for £35, brand new ones. Again, it's a template. It's pretty simple. But if for whatever reason, after watching this, you are so invested in Rhyl, you can wear one of their shirts out and about and proud. So I think this is my 4th Welsh team in my collection, which is pretty cool. I do want to grab a Prestatyn shirt because, again, that's about my childhood memories. They, I think, play in the 3rd tier at least, and they don't actually have a store. Couldn't find one. So I'd probably have to contact the club on that regards, and I think they're with Joma as well. And then I'd be pretty pleased with it. So, yeah, it's just a cool shirt. Pink, charitable, old and brand new tags, special edition, and throwback to my youth. So I'm happy with this one. Got a few more shirts to open. I've got a few more shirts arriving. The special shirts are starting to drop. The limited edition shirts are already out there. It's a dangerous time for me right now. I may have already picked up one of them. One of them I also wanted to grab, but unfortunately they were only released in physical stores. And yeah, I don't live in Paris, so that one I don't think is going to happen. But that's it. I hope you have a great weekend ahead. I'm only a week away from going on holiday, so I'm really excited for that. And technically where I'm going to a place that I don't have a shirt for yet. So depending on what I do, maybe I will go and visit the club store. Though I have looked at the shirts and they're not particularly exciting. But you never know what might happen. Thank you as always for watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.